we've also got to talk about the SNL 50 show that went down yesterday. And I was kind of curious what you guys thought about it. The biggest headline from the show, of course, is the fact that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively were in attendance. I think a lot of people kind of expected them to kind of just like cower and disappear from the public eye with all of the scandal that they're currently embroiled in. But no, they showed up front and center, and Ryan actually was even a part of one of the bits. And I thought that was kind of like funny for him, like to have a little bit of a moment there of levity in their life. And I thought it was a great strategy as well, because you do have to continue staying visible, right? And humor is a really good way to stay visible. I know a lot of people are kind of like, well, this situation isn't all that funny. And I do agree it's not a funny situation. However, he was not making light at Blake's sexual harassment claims against Justin Baldoni. He was just making fun of himself, actually, right? Because the hosts, Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, they call on him from the crowd, say, Ryan's here. Ryan gets up. He says, yeah. And they go, how are you doing, Ryan? He says, oh, I'm doing great. Why? What have you heard? And so that was it, essentially, right? So people, and I feel like sometimes people overly read into certain things. Like, for example, Blake was there next to him, right? And then she had this look of like, when he said like, oh, like, what have you heard? And people online, I'm telling you, they've been going on Reddit particularly saying, wow, she looked so like embarrassed, blindsided. I'm like, do you guys really think that this was off the cuff? You really think that you really doubt that? Like, I cannot. Obviously, this was a part of this of the sketch, right? He was supposed to act oblivious, make light of the scandal surrounding his name right now. And Blake was supposed to act like she was blindsided. She's an actress, you guys. It was acting, okay? Theo, yes, Theo says, do you see that they appeared? Yes, I absolutely did. I have to be honest with you guys, though. I never really cared for Saturday Night Live, so I didn't really go ahead and like watch it. I've always been a Mad TV girl, and I've never really like got the hype with Saturday Night Live, but I am happy that, it went on. It looked like a very, very star-studded event as well. So let me go ahead and pull up the picture really quickly, because some of you guys have some really, really good comments here that I want to get to. But first, I want to show off the star-studded crowd. So you've got Cher and her boy toy. You've got Steven Spielberg, you've got Bad Bunny, Anna Taylor-Joy, and like plenty of Will Ferrell's right there in the front as well, and just so many other people. Scarlett Johansson was there, all sorts of things. I do have a question for y'all in the chat or in the comment section if you're watching the playback, which is how fascinating how karma works. Life comes at you fast, right? Because take this, for example. Scarlett Johansson, the actress, is married to Colin Jost, who is a long-running host of Saturday Night Live, right? Or actor on Saturday Night Live. She used to be married to Ryan Reynolds, and word on the curb is that Ryan Reynolds cheated on her with Blake Lively, right? And so now here they are crossing paths at her husband's place of work, poking fun at the humiliation of her ex-husband and his alleged mistress. I'm telling y'all, life just always comes at you fast. Like, it is insane the way things kind of like turn out in the end sometimes, right? So Kambule really, accurately points out that although they are laughing here and they are part of the bit, Ryan did look tired and stressed. And I agree, the eyes cannot hide pain. If you are in pain, it shows in your eyes. And so I truly do see that in him. And I'm not surprised. Listen, $400 million is on the line. Their public reputations are taking a massive beating as well. And on top of that, they are paying massive not actors, I was reading Ramster's comment, massive lawyers, insane amounts of money to save them, right? From this $400 million judgment. Y'all, like Ramster says, actors act. Blake was in on the gag. And Stephanie is a fellow Mad TV fan. So is Tadisha, right? Wasn't it like so good? Oh God. I used to live off of that. You could have injected that into my veins. Hey Shem, SNL is just okay. Depends on the celebrity guest. I agree. I don't know why but I just don't like care for the humor. It's never really made me laugh like that, you know? And Houston says, this looks like karma, right? Your man cheats on you and he pops back up years later, many years later, like over a decade later with the mistress. And now they're being humiliated at your husband's place of work where he is the golden boy. It's crazy, right? Theo says Hollywood is weird like that. Everybody dates everybody at some point. Ain't that the truth? Sorry, not sorry, says Boss Lady. And that's huge coming from a Canadian. We love to say sorry. And Mad TV was indeed life. It was too damn good. And Chim raises a good point, which is that Justin Baldoni was the only one who got dropped from the agency. And that, you know, I think that's a big reason because a lot of people are going, well, why is he suing for so much? Why is he being so dramatic? Guys, he was tarred and feathered. Everybody canceled him when that op-ed came out. So if even a sliver of these allegations are untrue, I would be going full throttle as well.